This morning has been a time, so I just want to get started. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about America's Heart and Soul. America's Heart and Soul is a 2004 theatrical release. It is directed, filmed, and written by Louie Schwartzberg, editing by Brian Funck and Tom McGah, and the music is by Joel McNeely. This exceeded my expectations. I think this was actually very well put together. Granted, that's large in part due to the editors. That's where a documentary really comes together, but Louie's coverage of America and people in America and different, cultures in America was pretty impressive, actually. I had very low expectations, and this did exceed my expectations, and that's all in thanks to Louie, pretty much. This entire movie is stunning, visually captivating. Nothing, though, in my opinion, beats some of the images that Louie got with Rowdy, one of I think the first person he really talks to and covers in the film is a guy named Rowdy. He's a cowboy, and he's in Colorado. And this shot in particular is the best shot in the film, period. It's so breathtaking. This was really well put together in the fact that I wanted more. I was satisfied with the people I learned about and the people I saw and the different things I saw them doing and the different parts of America I saw, but there was also a lot of, clips where I saw that Louie probably talked to even more people and characters, you could say, and I wanted to know their story. I wanted to know about them, and I was sad that we only focused on the people we focused on, but it was still really cool to focus on the people we focused on, and it moved, and I was never bored, which I was fully expecting to be kind of about this movie, but the people were so real and so genuine that I really enjoyed how it was paced and put together. The song that stood out the most to me was All Star by Smash Mouth was in this movie, which, my note was All Star, LOL, the American song. If there's gonna be a song we're gonna pick that is, America, it's All Star by Smash Mouth. I don't have a lot to say because most of my notes were just in reaction to the people we got to meet in this movie. I want to start by saying I really thought this movie was going to be very America propaganda-y and kind of America's the greatest country in the world, blah, 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 which it had some underlying sentiment, but it was not what I expected. This film is structured, Louie was obviously going around all of America, finding different people and different cultures, different jobs, different whatever else, and speaking to them, and he found the co-executive of Ben & Jerry's, or a dude that owns a vineyard, all the way to guys who are putting out fires in oil fields, or women who sing in church, or a woman acrobatic pilot, I don't remember what it was called, cliff dancers, or people doing hard jobs that no one really ever thinks about, and stuff like that. And it was just yes, wait, I love the variety, I love the diversity. I really loved being able to talk to all these different kinds and ranges of people all across America. I like people, I like learning about people, so it was really fun to be able to see all these different people in all their environments and think about the fact that you're so focused on yourself and your story and all the people you might come into contact with, but every single person feels that way. They're the main character of their story, you could say. So it was so fun to get a taste of all these people. And some highlights: the first guy, Rowdy, was a sober king. We love that for him. The guy that in Vermont that took over his family farm and is raising his son, but then is a singer, director, stars in the plays. What a sweet man. Like, all the times he kept saying, like, there's nothing better than watching my child grow up. The amount of times he said that was just, like, so genuinely sweet. You could tell how much he meant it. And the fact that he was like, oh, yeah, I went to LA. I loved LA. And I was out there for a while. And, like, and then he came back to his farm over mine. I loved him. The dude, I don't know where it was. I don't remember what part of the country it was. Up in the mountains somewhere. I feel like, you know, in the Rockies area. Homeboy was, like, shooting cannons and trying to make like ham sandwiches with a cannon and like with a flaming bowling ball into the TVs and stuff. That dude was a character. The bike messenger from New York was also a character. His I don't compete to come in second place is first loser. Like, dang, he was a character too. The cliff dancing was awesome. The blind mountain climber, I hate to say the blind mountain climber. I don't remember every single person's name. I'm sorry. I think the only person's name I remembered was the first dude, Rowdy. Because his name was Rowdy. But the guy who he climbed all 7, he did the 7, you know, peaks or whatever they're called all across the world, and they captured him like finishing Everest, which isn't in America, by the way. But like, oh my gosh, so amazing. The father and son who run the Boston Marathon, and his son has cerebral palsy, and like this dad made me so emotional because he was like, he's the athlete, I'm just the arms and legs. Like, oh my god, was taking me out. Like, it was just so beautiful. It's not even a real complaint. There were way more men covered in this than there were women. However, the diversity in this was actually really great. There was some good diversity in this. Could have been much worse. Also could have been better, 100% diversity speaking. But I was very excited about the diversity there was, and I just liked that, you know, it covered multiple, like, cultures, subcultures, I don't know what you would call it. So yeah, I enjoyed this way more than I thought I was going to, because it was much less America propaganda-y than I thought it was going to be. It definitely was there. I mean, it's called America's Heart and Soul, so it's definitely there, but it wasn't about that. It was more about the people, and that was great. Another thing that made me ew was like, ew America, was this town who like bought out their coal mine or whatever to keep it in business, or steel work or whatever, to keep it in business because so many people in the town relied on the health insurance benefits. And I'm like, America sucks. Insurance should be attached to your job. It shouldn't. That's everything I have for America's Heart and Soul. My final rating is 7 countries out of 10. Our total movie count is... Parental and cry count are still the same if you want to keep... Did I cry? No. Parental and cry count are still the same. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. I have a tier starting at just $1. Every week you get a video the week beforehand. You get a video a week early. You get a coupon code for merch. Go join. Buy merch. Merch is awesome. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, but I'm not in charge of your life. You are, so you do you, and don't be... health insurance attached to jobs about it. The new national anthem. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Hey now. Alright.